Calix is one of the world's leading suppliers of access equipment, and I'm joined today by Eoin Heaney. Eoin, you are, as I say, a major supplier of access, but you also have just launched a G.fast solution.
That's right, Brian, and thanks for having us here. G.fast is a very interesting technology for Calix. We have launched products, as you're aware, both from a DPU, MDU and CPE perspective. We're seeing very significant interest from the market. We are conducting a number of trials, of course, as well, and we expect to be, launching real live pilot and live rollouts this year. G.fast, of course, is the next step in terms of the ultimate goal, which is fibre to the home, as fibre gets deeper and deeper into the network.
I think you see G.fast as very much as an enabler, supporter of fibre, not a competitor to it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. What we're talking about is speeds of 500 meg to 1 gig, which is clearly approaching fibre-based capacities and capabilities from a GPON perspective. Naturally, the investment from an operator perspective changes from region to region. We see very significant interest, for example, in operators deploying fibre to the building and then using the in-building copper to deliver those gigabit services over very short loop lengths. And of course, as G.fast technologies change and new amendments get deployed, we can see that fibre loop getting longer while still delivering hundreds of megabits of services.
Now, one of the questions you had today, talking about megabits of services, was, of course, this could move the bottleneck from the access point actually into the home in making sure people use this amount of bandwidth.
That's right. When you consider where we've come from an ADSL, VDSL perspective, where we've gone from 2, 4, 8, 30, 50 megabit type services on copper, clearly G.fast removes that bottleneck because now you're delivering hundreds of megs of services. And clearly the bottleneck no longer becomes the network, the bottleneck becomes how you actually then deliver those services and the user experience around those services in the home itself. So clearly Wi-Fi is a very important and clearly the dominant technology in terms of in-home connectivity. Being able to deliver a very differentiated Wi-Fi service in the home becomes imperative to the operator. But not only that, I think what's really important is the fact that traditionally the demarcation point for an operator has been where that copper or where that fibre actually terminates inside the home's, the subscriber's residence. What we now see is people like ourselves, Calix, being able to now move beyond that demarcation point, being able to see the airtime coverage, for example, in the home, being able to see the devices that are in the home, the efficiency of the connections of those devices, and then being able to ultimately lower OPEX from an operator perspective by giving them that visibility into the home and resolving problems for subscribers from their call centres.
Sounds like music to their ears. Tell us a bit more about Calix, because I know you're growing internationally quite impressively at the moment.
Well, Calix is a 17-year-old company headquartered in Petaluma in California. Our sole focus as a company is access. That's all that we do. So we live and die by our success in this market. We have traditionally, for the first 12 years of the company's existence, focused on the domestic North American market, where we have a very dominant position. We're by far the largest player there from a fibre access perspective. We started our international growth strategy in the end of 2012. We have expanded now into more than 100 countries globally. Our message, our technology, our dedication to this sector is resonating very well with operators, and the innovations that we are bringing to the market are very well received in the international space. So we're very excited by the international opportunity that provides us, clearly coming from a position of number 3 globally and expanding exponentially.
Okay, well, thanks very much for talking to us.
You're very welcome, Brian. Thank you.